Just have to walk all the way around.
Tiki time.
Come on, buddy.
Wow, what a liar.
I am a liar. It's okay.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's okay. We're good.
Welcome.
So,
Buongiorno.
I'm over here now. And that's just how it will be.
Cookie has just said that
oh my god, what's with the wall of text?
days got switched, and so she can watch us more. Oh my god.
Can you watch us on Fridays? That's the important day.
Yeah, that's
the day where all the stupid shit happens.
Days switched. So.
Yeah, where they totally, from now on, we're doing My Little Pony game.
I should adjust that.
It's April Fool's is over. We're not doing that.
Yeah, no, April's on. That's why this is serious.
Don't listen to him. He's old, stinky, and doesn't
I
know what he's
DM'd
talking
that
about.
game. We need to find out what happens after you kill Princess
Look,
Celeste.
Chris,
What happens
if
to
you
the
want
sword?
to continue playing a game where we're all animals,
You're right. We should continue that game. I'll start. Well, next session, we'll do Lancer. Princess Celestia died, so the Mecha Corporation showed up to kill everything.
all I'm saying, if Chris wants to run a game entirely focused around where everyone plays as animals, sure, he just has to accept the fact.
No, I don't want it.
I
I don't want it. I don't want it.
You know
See,
what?
I did.
You know what? We're okay.
The Borvar Baron?
No.
The cryptid situation.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I needed an answer ready.
No. Folgers?
Hey, rat fuckers.
Oh, fuckers! I thought that said Folgers. I'm like, we are. There's only one in this house.
That's pretty close.
There's only one in this house.
Actually,
You know what?
There's only one in this house.
I think. Who drinks Folgers?
you drink.
I drink Maxwell House.
It's the same thing.
It's all the same.
It's all disgusting.
It's all same tier.
Yeah. 50-year-old dad tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's next year. He's 60.
We. Hello.
Hello.
How do you come up with NPC names? That's actually, I like that question because there's a few ways for
There
me.
we go. Now I can see.
Sometimes I'll just say something and it sounds cool. Other times I'll go in and be like, what's this?
When he said hello,
What?
I just went.
What's this guy about?
Yeah,
A cute bird. Nice.
I think for me, it kind of depends. Like if I like feel creative or I come across something, or sometimes just a name pops into my head, like how I've been making the last few characters. It's just like, ooh, name. I'm just gonna build a character out of that. But sometimes when I feel like I need an NPC and I'm just not feeling creative, What?
Yeah, I love your. I remember you telling me this, and this is my favorite thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the word is when you do that.
Anagram.
Anagram. Yeah, just make an anagram about them in some way, whether it be class, race, what they're about, where the group is supposed to meet them.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not.
But that's the best part.
Yeah, it's the best part. Yeah, sometimes you find Strape the Priest.
That's a good. I liked that name though.
Or there's
That one was good. What was the clockwork one?
oh, Clockwork.
Yeah. It says clockwork, and like everyone at the table, clockwork.
Yeah,
When was
I couldn't
that?
get this. That was like closer to the end. Or it's like I threw them in because they were.
Oh, the Western game.
Yeah, it was in the Western game. Yeah, 'cause they were trying to find another Clockwork person that I used an anagram of something else for their name.
Gears.
I can't even remember.
Name's Gears Johnson.
No, I think the other Clockwork. I think their name was like Kaisif or something. Psychic. Oh. Yeah. Yes. You get some hits, some miss. It's just how it is. Also, they're on spring break.
Children. Oh yeah, we went over that.
Yeah, we've established
We've been
that.
over this.
Yeah. We've
No,
done
I
that.
just
Stop watching. Let's go drink Mountain Dew and play Call of
my
Duty.
mind just went so soon. April just started. It's like spring break.
Just
What's
ended.
worse than a killer?
Yeah.
A child.
No. But
it's true.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Or taking a concept and just running it through a translator in a language that's really strange or like foreign.
I used to do it with like
French.
player names.
Yeah. Anybody important.
Or basing a name off of what the character's based off of,
Yeah.
if it's based off of something already existing.
Dude, you said base like 3 times.
Base.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Like
That's
100% of you guys remember Sven and his ragtag
Who?
group? Sven?
Loosely. Was he?
in the I believe also the Western game?
Was Sven a...
He was a halfling.
Oh, no, then not at all.
Who?
Not even close. Who?
Yeah, that was definitely the Western game because they all.
I like just
This
taking
is a
names
legitimate
that
question.
sound
Who?
good.
Yeah.
Like I'm making like a cowboy guy, and I'll be like, yeah, his name's like Smith.
No,
And it's
you
like,
called
okay,
Cookie
yeah.
out. They're drinking Mountain Dew.
Actually, it's right here. Where's his name? Thomas Reichert. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds cool.
Ooh, it also is pretty setting dependent too. I
Yeah.
find.
Nah, Jim Bob.
Every
Oh.
across
Son
the
of God.
board.
Son of God.
Jim Bob.
Son of God. It makes
Praise to he Jim Bob. Saves my soul and gets me a job. Jim Bob.
A lot of times if I have to name an NPC, it's just me in the shower pretending to be that NPC saying
Yes.
different names
What a
until
gamer.
one fits.
Yeah.
that,
sitting in the yes, just saying names until you're like yes.
Dude, I spend too much time in the shower as characters in D&D games. But back with the Ruby game, I feel like a fucking psychopath. Cause like there was like a solid like 2 weeks where every shower I took, I was just trying to like fully figure out little Alice's personality. So it's just me in the shower as like a 12-year-old girl talking, trying to figure things out. And now, like after the first week, I'm just like, am I crazy?
Am I going mad?
It's
That's
okay.
awesome.
It's okay.
That's so
I do
great.
that sometimes too.
It's like the whole thing I do with fighting games where I actually act out the combos.
Sometimes you need to.
No,
that I get.
No,
I love that. I want to do that now. Dude, I gotta do the combo.
Dude, it's so bad because like I never really noticed that I was doing it because like I would be like, oh yeah, the fast combo, you know, you do like JA, close slash, heavy slash, pogo going my way. But then when I was learning Soul Calibur combos, and I was like full on standing up going hua 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 shing 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 hua, and I'm like
What
just
am I
dancing across the room like what the fuck am I doing?
That's pretty good. Hey, whatever helps.
Like, I'll be in fighting games. I don't really do a
So
whole lot of
creepy.
practice, but nah, you just gotta not breathe and starve your brain of oxygen.
No.
Like that's
No.
you just do it. Between matches, just go.
No.
It's like it's the way to go. It's what you do.
You're like
I like to
versus
bring my
Capcom.
bed experience into
Timer
combat.
scans. Just 3 minutes.
Face turning blue.
Time out. Good. Yeah, I'm good.
Thwackum is a good name. As a
Thwackum.
barbarian, hopefully. That's a good name, actually.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
No. Wizard.
No, wizard Thwackum.
Yeah.
And also,
He's
I
wacky.
don't know, you guys, I've never done map testing.
map testing.
For cookie ass.
Map testing?
Yeah, bro, did y'all ever do map testing?
I don't know what you're talking
Are
about.
you talking about like socials? Like when they're like, what's the capital of Russia? And you're like, I fucking.
I could talk
Oh,
about
not
that.
tonight. No, that's a Friday night thing, cookie.
No, yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Care
D&D.
Bear, never mind.
Yeah, we-
I'd say they're both
Oh no, that's
purple.
Care Bear.
Yeah, they were both purple, so I just assumed.
What's good, Care Bear?
Yeah, we do D&D Fridays.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing it early this week because someone has a job.
Well,
not
hopefully.
yet. But it is an interview.
Just say yes, you have it, and then you'll
Go
have
in
it.
with a confidence that you have
That's
the
right.
job.
Will it
Tell them
exist?
you have. I have the job. What's the fuck?
Manifest.
It's just-
You say that to
God.
them too, man. And they're like, "What the fuck are you
That-
on?"
That is a power move.
Don't forget interview tips. Always have a glass of water so when they ask you a question, you can take a sip so you have extra time to think.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just what are your thoughts on this? Well, you sing it.
Well, you see,
What are
Sir,
your
you
have
thoughts
a
on-
whole cigarette.
Sir, you've been through
Yeah.
3 liters of water during this interview. Could I have another?
Standard testing, like so. Yeah, testing.
I don't smoke, by the way.
I don't smoke, by the way.
Not past that.
That's the
You
end
talking
of the
about
interview.
Scantrons?
No, we're talking about socials. It's same.
I knew it. See, I
Yeah.
called it.
God,
Like
yes.
standard
Dude,
testing,
socials
but-
was my best classes. I got 99. I never got 100% in class except for drama because every teacher I had was like, "You can't get 100. That'll make other fucking students feel bad." And I'm like, "I'll kill you."
Socials 10. I remember the 3 years of that. Well, I guess
Why
it
would
was
you
2
out
years.
yourself?
I was gonna
like
say,
Yeah.
Why would you out yourself?
I can't believe you dox yourself.
calls himself out. That's rare.
Yeah. Well, that's right. It would have been 2 years because I took summer school on that one. But it was 3 shots.
Who? So
Listen,
the
it
naming
sucks.
conventions. Oh, another thing that I like to do with naming conventions, is something that I started taking from Souls games.
I just ripped
Yeah.
them right out of Dark Souls.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes
Solaire!
the
Poor-
naming convention.
What's up? I'm Taurus team.
I like
Not even related to the character.
What? That's funny, though. I like that. No, but like,
Hello,
one of-
I am the cleric of the group, the loathsome dog eater.
but like one of the characters that I have as your NPCs, I named him. With a lot of inspiration from Dark Souls. You know him. Yeah.
Oh man, the blacksmith. How's it going, sir? Oh, hi. I'm very good. I sell blacksmith things. Oh, great. What's your name, sir?
Artorius of the Abyss.
Why do they call you that? Oh, I make metal
I
things.
make swords.
Fucking what?
Another like way that helps me like make characters is like also giving them kind of titles.
Yeah.
Something that like flows and just feels good.
It sounds cool. How often do you start from the name, and how often do you start from a concept and find the name later? A lot of the time I'll find a name first and retrofit a character around it.
I'm always the opposite.
Opposite day.
Yeah. I'll make
concept.
I pretty much have. I think like twice ever I've had a name before the character.
I love it. For me, names like say so much about a character. I don't know what it is, but something about it just really gives me a great feeling and a sense of them. Like, look at a lot of the gods that I made for X-Found.
Yeah.
I started with the name and then I kind of worked backwards. It was pretty. I feel like it worked. Really well.
One of the few characters off the top of my head that I can think of that was a name first and then a character was Greg.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be a simple named character.
I'll be back. My kids just got up again. Be back in a bit.
Kids?
See you in a minute.
Kids?
Plural.
What are you, like 50?
No, whoa, fucking savage. Yeah. So
I
much.
mean, I go either way. Just whatever strikes me first.
Yeah, he swings both ways.
We know this.
Yeah.
We're not gonna say why, but we know this.
It's fine.
I'm not talking about it.
You might not have heard that. There was just a dog bark.
We hope it was a dog.
I hope so.
It didn't even sound like Dal.
No.
There was no visuals. We hope that was a dog.
Yo.
No, that was one of the silverfish on the walls.
Ah.
It's grown to mass. It's eaten a dog and now it has its vote. It's like a predator.
Yeah.
Steals its vocal cords.
No, it's like spore. It's eaten enough other creatures to
Yeah,
grow.
you got the vocal box upgrade.
Yeah.
Dude, Paul, you got the vocal box upgrade.
Yo.
Now we get it. He's cold.
Yeah.
Blow.
That's fine. So,
Just get warm.
yeah. I'm
NPC
trying.
names.
Names are good. Next.
This one.
Names.
Do you guys have any questions as well? We started taking questions last time.
Yeah. Don't. Your
Don't.
questions are useless.
Your
It's like-
questions will
it's
be
like Michael
acknowledged and then ignored.
Forgotten, discarded.
Forgotten. Will be acknowledged and forgotten.
All white Tildwin. What's the most overrated spell?
What did you say before that?
He said all
I heard-
white children.
All white Tilden.
Fire.
Hey, got your attention.
Words went into my head and I just went.
Yeah, like
Fire.
fireball,
So-
lightning bolts.
Yeah.
Favorite spell?
No,
Most
no.
overrated
Most
spell.
overrated spell. Hey, Fireball.
See, I'm not sure about overrated. Definitely overused. I think it's like every wizard of like 5th level is gonna have it.
Magic.
Yeah, fucking disgusting.
You use magic.
No, I think that Fireball is overrated only because there are so many creatures at higher levels that have fire resistance.
Rogues
or
are pretty
fire. They're pretty
Capes are pog. Unless you're a superhero,
Ooh,
then
yeah.
you die. Just don't be a superhero. Just be a normal hero.
But,
Easy.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think that everybody takes it because everybody loves fire and making things explode.
It's just in the list of spells you see all the time.
Yeah.
In large person, you see all the time.
Yeah. Actually, I just found a spell. Steel Size, which is way cooler.
Yeah.
But it isn't as like you can't use it whenever you want. But I think it's more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically shrink person and enlarge person at the same time, but you have to have a target, right? So if you're gonna get reduced person anyway, unless you're gonna use it on yourself, obviously. But it's just I just think it's more neat. You know.
I wish people would like flavor their spells more. I wish D&D and Pathfinder had approached magic more like Savage Worlds, where it's like, hey, like yes, the fireball does burn, right? Like it's fire type damage or whatever, but you can flavor it how you want.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have like minor methods that you can do that, but you have to play specific characters.
Yeah, they never explicitly go, hey, we welcome you to flavor your spells. It's like, no, the fireball is a tiny bead that flies out and then explodes. It's like, that is how the spell works. If you're on this planet or this universe, that's a fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't change. And it's like, nah.
Well, I mean, I think we've kind of gotten out of that, where we all acknowledge that if you want and you have a spellcaster that you think is interesting.
Well, what I'm saying is I wish the book welcomed that more. Because we are going to, because we play for 12 years, and going fireball every fucking game is going to get boring, because we're like, I fireball, and it's like, okay, you fireball.
Mm-hmm. Roll your 6d6 or whatever.
Yeah, but for someone for the first time is going to go, I fireball, they imagine something completely different than the game's telling them. Yeah. Usually. Like whenever, until people told me that it was a bead that flies out and explodes, I always imagined fireball was like Dark Souls, where you go like,
a giant rolling fireball.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I agree.
Yeah,
I think it should be more
overrated.
Suggestive.
Honestly,
just welcoming to like they can have a description. I think it'd just be nice if they welcomed the players to change how it's described.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, to me, I find the inflict spells, just inflict wounds, I find them very, just kind of overrated. They just seem kind of boring.
I've never really seen anyone use inflict ever.
Yeah, me either. Yeah. I kind of see what you're talking about. As like a staple for a class, you'd think it'd be a little bit more.
Yeah, like a little something for it, because it's touch range only does damage. There's no extra effect to it, and that's it. After you make the touch AC, the affected person gets to save to half the damage, and that's that. Going into fireball, it sets shit on fire.
Yeah. I mean, but a lot of touch spells are like that, where it's just make the touch and then something happens.
Well, I mean, yeah, but what I think it is that it's just
make
kind
a
of like
touch, and then there's
damage.
an additional save for flat damage that can then be reduced.
Because
the majority of those other ones are make the touch, you do your damage if you make the touch. This is another step to not have full effect. It just kind of comes across as just boring to me.
Here's a cool question. Have y'all talked about what types of themes y'all like to play for your games? I forget what like the Game Master thing is called. I mean the Game Master, like the DM?
Dungeon Master?
Dungeon Master, Game Master.
Same. It's all
Dungeon Daddy.
Yeah, whatever.
And the enemy.
Dungeon Daddy.
Yeah, really, whatever you want to call it. That's correct.
Yeah.
Themes. That was one thing that I really wanted to try and.
I like everything.
Yeah, I really want to play with themes of like.
Except for romance. Fuck romance.
Oh really? Yeah. I was gonna say I like the idea of themes of romance.
I tried once and I got cucked. So I'm done with that shit.
Romance and jealousy and having like NPCs who've interacted in that way, or NPCs whose motivation is jealousy, or like envy or anything like that. I think that's interesting. I think that can play really well, and it gives a very clear direction for an enemy or a villain, and it's you know, it just I think that it's something we don't use as often, or just really like genuinely selfish characters, or using themes like that often. A lot of the times I feel like we come with very base evil concepts. Like, we oftentimes will have a lot of demons and devils and greater evils, but there's petty evils around too that I think are really fun to play with, and I'd like to see more of. That's something that I want to input more.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
No, but
Petty evil.
Yeah, petty evil.
You little bitch. You petty bitch.
You woke me up.
Yeah, I'm mad because you woke me up.
Time to annihilate everything.
yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to see more themes of that. I think it's something I want to include more.
God, I'm so stupid. You literally said it. So.
Yeah, for themes, I'm a pretty bog standard basic bitch. I like just fantasy. You just throw me in any kind of medieval kind of fantasy setting, I'm good.
That's not a theme, that's a setting. A theme is
a
something
medieval theme.
Got him. Got him.
It's not a theme, that's a setting.
Fantasy theme. Fantasy medieval theme.
It's not interesting though.
What a gamer.
Just, hey, look at that. Same answer.
You can have themes of love in fantasy or fucking West or anything.
Alright, fine.
Theme.
Alright, fine.
Where's your English fucking 12?
Yeah, I like saving my.
What do you mean English 12? I was in communications.
Yeah,
And
I
it
like
was
sticking into the normal
ridiculous.
stuff. Just like, because I find D&D's is much more boring when you start introducing those themes, because they can go wrong so easily.
Yeah.
And they can really drag the story down where everyone else, because the story's for everybody.
Yeah.
And when you do love, that's usually for one player or one character. So everyone else is sitting there while you're like, while the party's like, can we go kill something?
Yeah.
Or can we go do this interesting thing instead of this? Because love is. It never. I find it never works well in D&D unless it's really short and sweet.
Well, I just mean as a motivation for an enemy, right? Just a reason for somebody to go out and do something shitty,
Oh,
and then
you
you have
can
to
do
go.
whatever you want.
Yeah, that's
but
more. That's just things
that's
that
less
I'm
of a
playing
theme
with.
and more of a motivation.
Yeah,
But that's still a theme of a particular thing. It's just using it as a motivation.
I mean, you can
Themes
literally
of good and evil.
You can literally do whatever you want with your villains.
Yeah.
As long as they work as a villain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Bro, that reminds
Bitch.
me of a funny thing.
You
Name what
shitty
state
villains that
you're
aren't
from in
villains.
2 words. North
Got 'em.
Dakota.
North Dakota.
And name what state you're from in 2 words.
Northest Dakota. We are from Northest Dakota.
Yeah.
I was gonna say non-applicable because it's not a state.
Technically, it's a state.
I'm in the state of suffering and all that.
State of.
What
What state are you in? Of suffering.
Depression.
That's 1 word. Where's the other one?
Yeah.
What?
You got it's 2
But
words.
you just said the other word. What?
Depression.
Depression of what?
Yeah.
Depression. What?
Depression. Dot.
See, yeah, I think themes. I think themes for D&D usually should revolve around things that the whole group can interact with.
Yeah.
Because then it's, like a villain motivation being like love. That's fine, totally doable. Because then the whole group interacts with the villain.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the whole group interacts with the villain, so sure. I just find anyone I've ever played with that wants to make a theme of love does it involving the group. So they don't go, the villain is in love with this person who died, the character's killed, so now the villain's mad. It's always we want to do love, so now you're marrying this one, and it's always like, okay.
No.
I mean,
none
like,
of that.
one of the few times I enjoyed love as a theme was in Devon's game, the one you dropped out of. there was like an NPC that I just gave a bunch of money to their family at one point, and like the daughter fell in love with my character, and she like met up with us later. And the whole thing was that, yeah, she was trying to, like, impress me with the things she did. And the entire time, Nick and I are like, we have this small child with us now that we have to protect from the horrible dangers we are now fighting.
That's kind of sweet.
And she interacts with all of you.
Yeah.
Now there's an innocent that's getting you all in trouble.
Yeah.
Right?
She'd be like, I got a job to go kill goblins. And then Nick and I are in the bushes watching her go and kill goblins.
That's kind of
seeing,
sweet.
like, if she's in danger, we're like, all right, if anything looks bad, we go out and kill everything.
See, I like that a lot. That's great. That's a good introduction of an NPC. Kind of impressed, actually.
And there was a constant, anytime she tried to come with us, we're like, no, it's too dangerous. Stay in the inn.
That's kind of sweet.
And then she just found her way to
you
us.
could have pulled that old 4chan green text where it's like, everyone's villains and you make them all fall in love with like the one character, and then at the very end you just fucking kill them and they go, why would you do that? And you're like, I'm evil.
I did it.
And they're like, no, they're like actually crying, and you're like, fucking play you.
Now
I'm evil. My character's not even close.
we just had the fun meme of Nick and I being gay dads together.
That's good.
Both of us being power bottoms, therefore creating infinite gay.
Infinite energy. That's power. And this is power.
This was
We'll
not the
take the
time
bottom.
to reach out. It was like infinite gay energy. Duh.
Yes. That's about right.
Just double power bombs. Aww.
Yes. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. But yeah, no, when it comes to stuff like that, I gotta agree with going that it has to in some way affect the group as a whole.
Yeah. It's just we're just talking about themes you'd like to play with.
Yeah.
Or you like playing with.
Yeah.
What are themes you guys like playing with?
Adventure.
That's
I like I like typical stuff, just like Chris.
Good versus
that,
evil.
Just a basic bitch.
just like the normal stuff, because like it's you like every time I find like the better you can just use tropes, it's much more fun. Because a lot of the times people will be like, we're gonna break tropes, and then it just sucks. It's like, this is boring as shit. Or I'm gonna try this crazy new thing, and it's like, well, you don't even understand the basics, and now this is just bad.
And this is something I've done a couple of times now, we're just introducing too much new stuff at once, and just becomes this big jumbled mess of what?
Yeah, like not to rag on the game, well, to rag on the game that I was playing yesterday. It was 7 hours. This is brutal. And yeah, it's just like, they're just trying to do too much. It's like, hey, we're gonna go to level 40, and it's like, that's already like, what the hell? In 5th edition, it's like,
in 5th? Can you?
There's supplements they have, like third-party shit.
I guess.
Yeah. But it's like they're doing that. Not only doing this like crazy epic, like, hey, we can just teleport wherever, we can astral project, we can planar shift, whatever. It's normal. We literally go and see different realms and universes. Who cares? But they're also like doing too much other things where like one of the main characters, it has like 87 children, named all of them. They all have personalities. Has to deal with all of them. Each one of them is their own like practical demigod, and they can like teleport and shit. And you know they're made of pure magic. And it's like, it's like, okay, like this is too much, way too much.
Some people like that.
Some people, yeah.
But I don't think that belongs in D&D.
Well, I can't tell people.
Oh, I can't tell it.
Right.
See, that's why I don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just saying, if I enter a D&D game personally, and it has that kind of shit going on, there's no playing. It's just me sitting there listening to you talk about a bunch of fake children that don't exist. It's like, I have no connection here. There's nothing to ground me in this at all.
Yeah.
That's why I had a character plan for that, and I'm like, oh, level 17 monk, like, okay, I gotta be, like, a lot of shit's happened, I have a lot of training, I'm on the cusp of being able to astral project by using ki, like, that's crazy, this shit's insane, I gotta think of something cool, so I think of all this shit, and then, I get in, and it's like, there's no time to explore my character at all, so I just evolve into, I'm a dwarf. Because the moments I have on screen are like, I have 6 seconds to punch this demon. Okay, I'm just gonna punch this demon now. Or I can say something funny here. Okay, funny thing. Everyone laughs. All right, we keep going. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, for what sounds like a lot of moments that if you want them, just talk to the DM like
do like
outside
an out
of the game.
thing.
Just
Totally,
like,
totally.
Yeah, like when we leave, I would have talked to my 87 children to have them like do this and that. And
Yeah. That's a for the.
I mean, I will.
Even the DM's gonna be sad.
Yikes. I almost feel like that's
7
one of
hours.
those situations where
How long?
where it'd be hilarious if you didn't go so ham into all the children. Like if your character is like a guy who's like been going around, he's been sleeping around, he happens to have 86 children somewhere in the world because he's just like a hoe.
Yeah.
Then that runs into some funny moments.
Oh, totally.
Right?
And the
Because you
DM
could
can
have
use that.
yeah, you could use that, but clearly not in the way that it's being done.
Yeah, not the I have a pocket dimension in this gem that has all my family in it, and also like everyone I meet, every villain I meet, I'm going to somehow turn them into one of my kids.
It sounds a lot like it's not about the
I was telling
interesting
you about
story.
that. Super Rovagug. Remember?
No, I didn't know they became one of the kids.
Yeah,
they
they
adopt
took
them.
the evil essence out of them, so they became a child and went, "You're now mine."
Look, all I'm saying is we need more games where it's a group of half human, half other race trying to find their dad, and it's just one
One
That would
guy.
actually be pretty
One
funny.
guy.
It's just
The human guy, yeah, he like paint like a giant dragon. Who is this man?
Yeah, all of them
Who's
come
this
together
god?
in an inn. All right, we all share the same dad. We gotta find this guy in the corner of the same inn. Some bard. Oh shit!
Yeah,
oh, shit! Oh,
yeah,
shit.
he's just sitting
I
there.
ain't paying child support today.
Yeah, he's sitting there like
What did your mother tell you about him?
starts like choking. Everyone's like, "Oh, are you all right?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I'm okay, son. I mean, person I've never met.
Person, yeah. What was that bard? Oh yeah, there was a bard in here just earlier singing about his 7 children he just had and how he's really not excited to meet them.
Says the guy they're talking to, who's like choking on the... Yeah, there was this guy here the other day. He was
That would be a really funny game to just like throw at a DM. Like you don't tell it.
Yeah.
You just all come. You just show up. Yeah, we're all related.
Yeah,
We're all half brothers.
Everyone tells the DM the character names. They all have the same last name. And the DM's like, "What? What's going on?"
What's up, guys?
Everyone's backstory says they're missing their dad. And
No. See, they all have their mother's name. So in the beginning, nothing's like.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
the only thing I said like something's weird is they're missing their dad.
They're all a half thing.
You know what's really funny about that? As a DM, I probably wouldn't bat an eye at it at first. I'd look and be like, "Oh, you're missing your dad. Oh, you're missing your dad. Oh, you're missing your dad."
Classic D&D trope.
Yeah.
But as soon as what would be weird is that you specifically mention it every time. Just like, all right.
Yeah, and then just that one like in-character conversation is like, yeah, so why are you on here? Oh, I'm actually trying to find my dad. Oh, yeah, me too.
Everybody, wow.
It's like crazy.
Wow, that's wild.
We got like similar hair and like, oh yeah, your eyes kind of look like mine.
Imagine noses.
The DM
Wait a minute.
checks nose. This isn't in my campaign
What would
setting.
be really funny is if the DM did all the work for each of the dads separately and then finds out later that you've all agreed in game that they're the same dad. So he has to somehow
6 red
combine all of these ideas. That I think that's really
All right.
funny.
Well, because we know, Devin's got to be the DM.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
very
Because we
funny.
all know.
Oh shit.
But
I like that.
here,
Can't do it.
I'll give my answer
Can't
for the
do it.
question
Yeah.
of themes. I really like 2 Steps from Hell and Cryo Chamber for themes.
Yeah.
I see you.
Those are some good themes.
Good themes. Good
Yeah.
themes.
Those are the 2 I bounced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go back to doing a generic anime theme. The Chris playlist.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to this song. Why is everyone crying?
I didn't listen to it all the way through because a lot of them were multi-hours. I was like, so I just listened to like a couple minutes of my chunk. I'm like, okay, that sounds alright. Let's jump to over here. Listen to a couple minutes. Like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds right. Jump to like the end. Like, that sounds alright. Yo, this must be alright. However, those like cumulative like hour and a half, 2 hours I didn't listen to. Somewhere in there is something that's just
takes you out.
Yeah, just like
Virgin reader, Chad skim reader. Yeah, I get the gist of it.
That's a nice argument, Senator, but where's your source? My source is I made it the fuck up!
I have a dream, Jack, that in my America.
Virgin asks for source. Chad makes it up.
You politicians are all the same. All talk, no come.
Oh man.
Great.
I didn't see
Wow.
that coming.
Have you seen that?
I've seen like the beginning of like,
Oh
where's
no,
your
we're
source?
watching it after this.
I
Yeah,
have
it's so
not
good.
seen the whole talk
Pull it
about
up. Pull it up, Jamie.
It's so good.
Well, would you like to grab a bull
Oh,
question?
my phone is dying. Yeah, sure. Who?
That's what
Cares.
Cookie. Oh.
Dude, you gotta stop.
Yeah, I gotta.
You gotta just pay attention.
Honestly, the most power move is I actually meant to ask who,
Yeah.
and then I realized what I said, and I'm like, now.
Now.
That's how you get it though, because if you do it with intention, they can kind of hear it.
Oh yeah.
You have to spring it like a
Yeah.
real.
You just have to have it as instinct.
What
Just
makes a memorable D&D moment?
I don't know if there's a solid thing that makes a memorable D&D moment.
I was gonna say,
Like,
oh, yeah, the music, because you guys talked about before how there
I
was,
think this was
it's
mine,
like the year and a
actually.
half
That's a good-
game.
Yeah, it was mine.
It's like on certain character deaths, I'd play a song and for some people it like really hit them. But I really can't like remember.
What makes a moment for you? I guess that's a better question. Probably should have said that. What makes a memorable D&D moment for you?
I've got the word. It's just expanding on it. Just
Do you want a minute?
I would like a minute.
I think memorable moments for me are when everything goes exactly wrong. Just wrong enough where it's like perfect. Because like the most memorable D&D moment for me is the fight against Acheron. The like constant fighting up the whole different battles. Everyone had a 1v1. And, like, that doesn't normally work. 1v1s don't normally work in D&D because they're too slow. But that was so, like, dramatically charged each fight. And it was so perfectly, like, stacked against us exactly that we just lost. And it was like, oh, no! That it was like, yeah, it was just, that, like, stuck.
I guess, like, the outcome is the biggest thing. Like, you know, yeah, you can roll a natural 20 on the situation, but, like, unless like the outcome is like really good, it's fall flat. Same with a natural one.
Totally.
Like, yeah, it's just the outcome and like like if it's a just a memorable outcome really. How good is the outcome of what happens?
Yeah. Well, how entertaining is the outcome? Because it could be a bad outcome, but if it's really entertaining and really fun, or interesting, or like really like saddening, then I think that's what makes it. For me,
Dramatic.
I think. Yeah, it's the drama, and I think it comes down to the build-up of tension and then a really nice follow-through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
like
build
payoff.
up and then the release.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just emotional edging for months. And
That's
then
not edging.
robbing.
Releasing is not edging.
Yeah.
No, that is like the opposite.
I will build up this campaign.
Yeah, but
I will build
it's
up this
all- it's-
one beat for 2 years.
For just release all at once.
Never release.
Never release.
It's my sick
No, it's
track.
the pre. No,
It's like when you go to sneeze but you don't sneeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Constantly. You hit the track builds up so high that it gets into the like hurts that you can't hear anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, a memorable moment to me.
It's just a bunch of dogs screaming.
The stakes, I think.
I do like a good steak.
Yeah, because like Astro and all of you went into that 1v1. All of you knew, oh, this guy trains assassins. This guy also came here for some kind of powerful weapon.
Yeah.
So
And he got it.
yeah, or fucking,
Yikes.
and I'm not. You broke it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but like I also remember the Necropolis, where it was a minor mistake, but because it was
I'll
never
never
dealt
forget
with,
that motherfucker.
it just escalated so quickly to the point where 1 hour it was completely out of control. Just 3 whites. That was
memorable. That was excellent.
That was it. And just 3
It
whites.
was especially excellent because we got to punish.
Yeah, you just punished.
Actions have consequences.
Yeah, just, when will you remember? Sorry. It wasn't 3 whites. It was not closing the door.
Yep.
Which let them out, and then he was just like, "Oh God, I'm outnumbered. I gotta run." And they chased him, but he was faster, so they were just kind of left in the middle of town, where they just began killing and making more, which also had the ability to make more and
Zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it's great.
just turn the metropolis to a necropolis in an hour.
Yeah, it's a Magdamar.
Yeah, a nice finale also is very good. I mean, the finale for X-Fan was just
bad,
very, very emotionally charged.
Very weak.
Yeah. It was
What?
Unmemorable.
Soft
It
body.
ended?
What game?
Ruined by one person.
Fucking.
Wait, what? Oh yeah. That son of a bitch.
I shouldn't have been the one.
I still
brought
won't
back.
forgive you for giving up our game for a woman.
That you divorced!
Called out.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't care how sad
She
you
took
are.
the dogs.
That's
Can you
kinda
get
too
it
sad.
too
Yeah,
specific?
too sad.
Yeah, like I could have been calling anyone now. Now you're just making it real.
Yeah.
All right then.
But yeah.
You take it too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Look away.
I wouldn't say that it has to be funny. Funny moments always help. Like, I mean, look at your guys' one-off that you did with, it was the cock game, and the whole game was really memorable. Because it was really funny, and you guys, you were just all in the same
Embrace the
vibe,
meme.
right?
Yeah.
Just don't.
It's like, I think what it's like definitely what made it what it was is that just everyone embraced it.
I was gonna say, I think I have a take.
Oh.
I think that it ultimately comes down to everybody being on the same page.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because if everyone's wanting to have fun a certain way, then everyone's gonna have fun that way.
Yeah.
Like if everyone's like yes memes, then everyone's like yes memes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I think everyone's on the vibe. It'll help overall, but there's definitely been like memorable moments where one person is crackhead energy,
That,
like
it's true.
charting a course.
Ah,
Everyone
yes.
else was serious.
Charting a
I
course.
was not.
That was great.
Or kind of inversely, starting the fight. In Seth's games, if you two just got into a fight, or you two were all I was not.
Yeah.
We're just alright, time out.
That was great.
Just like, hold on. I just
Okay.
just like, yeah, this is great. No, I'm not getting in on that. Why?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Yeah. It does help.
It helps overall.
We want to do another? Yeah, we got enough time for that.
No, if I grab it first.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that would be...
Consumed.
Now we'll never know. It's the last one.
Oh, it is.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
I can just not read it if we want.
We started, didn't really have anything to talk about. We just went straight to the bowl.
Yeah, we just
All right. How would you balance monster races in games?
How would you balance monster races?
Yeah, so I wrote that. And I meant like if someone wanted to be like, say, a minotaur. Like an actual, like, a monster.
Well...
And I was like, how would you go about, like, maybe, trying to balance it out?
Depends on the system, and depends on what everybody else is doing. Any kind of agreement that you make with everybody, you gotta be like, okay, well, if everybody's a +3 CR monster race, then maybe we wouldn't have to go through the extra level requirements. You can just start at this, and we can go from there.
Yeah, I always liked level adjustments. I think.
Yeah.
Because I find it's hard to balance, obviously, because just having insano stats or free abilities is kind of cracked. But I like level adjustments because then a player who's like a level 5 fighter and now you're just coming in as like a level 1 fighter Minotaur, they got a one up on you in the fact they have like feats and all this stuff and stat ups and stuff.
It's definitely something I don't think you can do at level 1.
No.
Just because I mean you're gonna clearly unless everyone knows.
Yeah.
But like you can't just have the one satyr amongst
Everyone's a half
the normal people.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, I am Centaur. It's like, okay.
It's like, okay, you're going to be the main character until we hit about level 3 or 4, and then maybe other people can do things.
Yeah, because I came up with that question because I was thinking about how 3.0 and Pathfinder Rifts
doesn't care.
I mean,
Rifts. What do you mean? It does it the best. It doesn't care. It goes, fuck you.
Be a dragon. You're in the same team as a guy. Or level 1.
Worst.
Rifts is the best, and therefore Seth wouldn't let me be a crocodilian in the beginning of the game.
Nah, that'd be too much.
Too much.
Just didn't make sense.
Dude, could you imagine?
It just didn't make any sense.
Dude, you could have been a crocodilian guy, and it would have offset the fact you were just a guy.
That would have been kind of funny.
But yeah, no, like I thought the question. Yeah,
it's okay. We dropped that game harder than a sack of potatoes.
Truth, sadly. Well, no, it was probably for the best.
Yeah.
It was for the best.
Yeah.
But yeah,
expectations.
That's what happens when you edge for 2 years.
No, it was more.
I will never trust a man again.
I respect.
Say your words.
Oh, can I? Yeah. So yeah,
No.
Not when you say it like sassy.
A little bit. That was like what? Try 4.
So.
Comparing 3.5 and Pathfinder's ways of going about just that. Whereas 3.0 and 3.5 has their, as far as I'm aware, kind of arbitrary, it's this many levels to adjust with, and Pathfinder says equal HD. Just doesn't matter what the creature is.
Is it not based on the CR?
No, it's HD. Oh, no, in 3, I just know some of them have level adjustment, and I don't know the system behind it.
It's actually really funny that you mentioned it. I was literally looking at it the other day. That's so funny. Yeah, I think it has to do with their CR, and you have a level adjustment based on the challenge rating. Beanie Man, you gotta stop looking like you're always worried.
Yeah.
I can give him a reason to be worried.
Not again. He's not
That's
drunk.
really funny.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like CR better.
Okay, don't grip that. Yeah, he just found
Guys, save it for after. Okay?
He just found a spot in the inner thigh and just.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like CR better, only because it gives you more options, and I don't really mind the extra. I don't know. The extra health can be. You know what I mean?
It's just an awkward thing overall that really can't be solved with one blanketed way.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a. Yeah. If someone wants to do it, I'll have to sit down, try to figure it out. But at the end of the day, understand that if you can't come to a compromise, maybe you can't be
Yeah. It's like feats and stuff where like there are clearly better feats. So if someone's picking a monster to be better at things, they're gonna find the monster that's OP. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
If you're just playing a monster to play a monster and you want to role play the thing, I'm always more welcoming to players that are like that, because if you're there for the stats, it's obvious that you're there for the stats, right?
Yeah, it's like playing an ogre witch who has a capybara. Definitely has minuses to intelligence, but that's fine.
That's good. That's fine because you have Samson.
Samson's great. Yeah.
So, or playing the wizard with only cantrips because their intelligence isn't high enough for level 1 spells.
Why?
That was fun.
Why are you worried? Have you broken the law? Yo, Cookie's got you on point.
Spend an hour in my life, you will understand.
No, you have to spend quite a lot longer than that.
Oh, here's a question. What do you think about...
He's broken the laws of physics. He's been around since Yggdrasil, okay?
Oh, yeah.
He watched it get planted.
What do you think about how... So, what Pathfinder does is they kind of have the weird thing where you get abilities as you level. Whereas in 3rd edition... Oh, for Monster.
P2?
I'm pretty sure in P1. You don't get all of the stuff all at once.
Depends how you do it. That's not like...
I thought that's how it was in Pathfinder.
I know there's monster feats you can take if you're a monster.
Edition you're thinking of.
Is it 3rd? I thought
because they had the book where if you want to be this super powerful thing at lower levels, it just went, hey, you don't get everything, and it broke it up for how, when you would get it.
We definitely did it wrong.
I mean, we've done so much.
But that's fine.
I mean,
again, it's finding what works.
So much
I mean, how long ago was it when Hayden pointed out that we were doing combat wrong?
Yeah, back in the day of secondaries and shit, remember? Where it's like, time for secondary turns.
Go all the way around.
Tertiary turns.
Then one day I sat down and read the book and went, "We've been doing this wrong."
You saved our lives.
We're doing it wrong.
You made
like
combat
10
go from
years.
8 hours to like an hour.
Which is fun because I learned that through where we all learned how to play D&D.
Yes.
The master.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I brought it up, he went, "Oh yeah, that was just a house rule," and I'm just like, "You never told anyone that was just a house rule?"
Why? To be fair, why would he? There's no.
It's like, that's just
if
how
we
they
all
play,
played,
and-
then it didn't really matter to tell if it was a house rule or not. So
Yeah, it's like, that's just how they play.
Made fighters so
Oh yeah, it
good.
made so
Monks
many.
insane.
Well, it also made wizard like if you played any kind of battle wizard, you were insane.
Yeah.
Just oh wow, my primer, I cast a spell. Now I can do things still, even though I've cast a spell.
Yeah.
Dumb.
It was silly.
Instead of me, I need to make the choice.
Full attack action.
Yeah.
You get extra attacks.
Yep.
Yeah. It made wizards cast way too much, and it made fighters just go, I'm gonna move like 12 times in a round, and you can't get away from me.
yeah, it's hard to get past the whenever we say feats. They think we're saying feats. Yeah, I mean you never
Listen.
listen.
How do you know?
I like feet.
What's up? Damn.
That's it.
Deadass.
Yes, I like them a lot.
Good on you.
It's like
I
they're
do
cool.
like getting.
That's
That's
why
why
I
I play
love
fighters. Yeah.
You get three
You get
feats.
so many feats.
Human
That's
That's
fighters.
a human
good-
fighter.
that's a
Let's
good-
go, baby.
That's a good classic meme. Fighters always get 3 feats.
Human fighter
Little
gets
wood.
the 3 feats, baby.
Yeah, it's great.
There's some part of me every now and again just goes, man, kind of want to do 3rd edition again, and then it's just so bare bones.
Compared to Pat, yeah.
Nah,
compared to
just-
Pathfinder.
Yeah, they just give you the bare minimum and go.
Monkey grip.
Monkey grip, yeah, monkey grip.
Hello, it's me, ambidextrous monkey grip. 2 great swords.
Ambidextrous 2-weapon fighting monkey grip.
Hello, it's me. Use rope.
Yeah.
Hello, it's me, Bam. I tie 3 daggers to a rope. It now does 3d4.
So dumb.
I tie 3 alchemist fires to a rope.
Oh, fun.
When you get your 40 check on use rope, and it's now a snake.
This was
Just so ludicrous. But yeah, it's just, I mean, Pathfinder's just that with more.
Hashtag more.
But less is more. Sherman Ultra. Less is more.
Yeah, but you know what's more than less? More.
Well,
You bring a fair point when you say it like that.
Less is more, but you know what? More of that is still more.
More!
Mon
me.
Mon me.
Mon me.
I
Monkey.
don't know this one.
Monkey. Dude. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. This is
Yeah.
a totally fucking sideways comment. Here's a question: is there a system that you want to play? I know there's a system you want to play right now, that you haven't played, and
Books on the way.
yep. I was thinking I wanted to try out. No.
We all know his answer.
I was actually there.
Are
there
we
was
rolling for? The circumference.
So like, it's the Elden Ring.
Yes.
Oh, God,
Dude,
it's shattered.
if we play that, I'm playing the Loathsome Dung Eater.
No, there's this system called Necronica, and it's basically Maho Shoujo if they were like flesh dolls. It's and you like it's
so
super
weird, King.
It's a weird, but it's like it's
What?
it's
He didn't say
it's
no.
no, but it's oh geez, it's Madoka. It's like dark fucking
It's like dark magical girl.
more dark magical girls that they like can replace parts of their bodies with blades and shit. It's kind of weird, but I thought it was really interesting, and I sent it to Rob years ago before they had ported it into English, and there was only like a little bit.
Good.
Oh fucking damn it, you Twitch and your stupid fucking emotes. Yeah.
Amogus.
I'm on a Kindle. You're watching this on a Kindle?
Yeah.
I think we've met. I think
Dude,
we mentioned
Kindle
that
time.
before.
Amogus.
But yeah, I'd love to try that out at some point.
Oh.
Now that I'm aware it exists, Honey Heist.
Yeah, that would actually
Yeah.
be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Sus.
Just now that is a thing I know of in my life.
I mean, I would like to do Starfinder at some point.
Yeah, that'd be
Starfinder
fun.
would be fun.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, of course, I want to roll for it. One day.
Yeah, baby.
One day I'll roll for anal circumference.
Hey, you know what? There's gonna be another April 1st.
No.
He gave me permission to do it. He gave me permission. I'm doing it now.
That's like YouTube only.
Oh man, it's
Can't stream to Twitch.
Oh man, it's crazy that you say that. I think I'm gonna be at my dad's that day.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, we have my dad.
Yeah, April 1st. What year is it gonna be?
Yeah, I'm gonna be sick that day.
2669.
I'll be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got Seth's
I'll
cancer.
have a
I'm gonna be
I
gone.
think my leg's gonna be
Oh,
sick
no.
that day.
I know a system I want to play that I haven't played, Rifts.
Yeah, shitted on.
Hurts.
Sorry, that just reminds me of fucking Tartarus and how Lancer would actually be great for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that would be
absolutely.
fantastic.
I didn't like,
I mean, maybe not for the one faction, but definitely the other.
Yeah, I mean, you could yeah, that would be the only kind of weird thing. But I mean, you could just
as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm building the technological group. I'm building mechs.
Mechs.
The biological group. We're building mechs. Add biological tag.
yeah, that's true.
Done.
That would be pretty sick. That'd be fun.
I mean, I guess
take a look once it gets
I
here.
guess like even then you could just say that like the power armored ones are for those guys.
Yeah.
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 It could be the anime bot.
That would, yeah.
I'm excited. That's why I've been working on it so much. 'Cause Lancer's sweet.
To give a little context, Lancer is a RPG system.
Mecha RPG.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Which is sick as fuck. Mecha is a genre we haven't touched on all that much. Not a ton.
Yeah.
But I think it's something that I've always loved mecha. I think it's super cool.
This system is what I've wanted.
Yeah.
Mecha, ever. Because like whenever I think of the only times I've ever done mecha is like Savage Worlds, the epic game, and that was just like okay, we slap a bunch of abilities into a mech. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't mech, but it was cool.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was
Yeah.
a mech for me.
Yeah.
It was a mech for me because take a vehicle, you put all the abilities in the vehicle.
Mhm.
Anyway, and then the like riffs, just glitter boy, like and like big robots, and they're all like you have like 5 big robots, hyper specific. No customization, though. That's it.
Yeah.
And even then, I was like, "Whoa!" Like, "Whoa, this fucking big! I want that big robot."
Yeah.
Whereas in this, it's like, "Here, have a big robot. Now you get to edit it however you fucking want." And it's like, that's cool as shit. Oh, you unlock things from another robot. You can put those in a different robot now. It's like, that's cool as hell.
It's just nice to have a system actually dedicated
Yeah.
to
To
robots
it, that's it.
instead of
It's
systems that have you can kind of do robots in.
Yeah.
Well, there's also, I mean,
Totally.
there's systems like Robotech and stuff like that, but it doesn't have that extra alien add-on to it that makes it feel a lot more I don't know. It feels kind of Gundam. Feels very Pacific Rim. Right?
Well, yeah. Like a lot of them are very grounded in kind of reality and like militaristic type things. While with Lancer, you have
The anime.
the anime.
I want
you
the
have
anime.
the insanity, but you also do have like just a big fuck
off
off mech
robot.
with
Yeah.
a big gun.
Yeah.
I was
You're allowed to vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like,
as soon as you started looking to that, my mind started going immediately to being like, man, I should pick up a 3D printer. You get 3D prints.
You bring
and
that
fucking-
up like every couple months.
Yeah.
just do it.
Just do it. Just go 3D printer.
They're cheap now. They're like $130 for like the Elgato, like
Yeah, they're-
151 or something.
There's a lot of really good ones you can get cheap.
Or the what is it? Yeah, there's really good ones.
Yeah.
And filament isn't all that expensive anymore.
Yeah.
Or if you do filament, you can do it's better for like bigger prints. But if you do
Resin. For
if you
the
do
smaller
resin,
ones.
it's great for
For
small.
higher quality.
And it's just
yeah.
you have to tweak it a lot, and you can't do it inside. Obviously, you have to do it outside because of all the vapors and shit. You'll fucking you'll just die.
You should have a
I'll
dedicated
breathe
space
plastic.
for it.
Yeah.
Yo, do it inside.
No, do it in his room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep the window open. Sure.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think Lancer's fucking.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Tartarus, more like Fartarus. Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Tartarus, is that some kind of toothpaste? Shout out to Persona 3 fans, rise up.
What?
Good. Well, Tartarus is a thing in Persona. That's the name of the
I
place.
love that in my fillet fish.
One of the characters, when you first bring him to Tartarus, he's like, Tartarus, is that some kind of toothpaste?
Huh. Funky toothpaste.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool. I think that was good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about some
It's good,
stuff.
it's good,
Got
it's
some
good.
different things.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, everybody,
Yeah.
for showing up and hanging out. And
Tune in on Friday for your normally scheduled program.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
stop by Friday. We'll probably. What are you guys? It's like 7?
Yeah,
Seven.
that'll be fine. Yeah.
7? Okay. Dude, we're finally regressing the time. Finally. we can finally start before 8.
Yeah.
yes,
Thank God.
Thank God. All right. Yeah. Thanks for coming by and little kiss on.
My dad's star sign is why stop.
Asparagus.
Stop that.
my dad's star sign is asparagus.
Dude, Pog. Is Hank just pogging?
Outro.